Setting up terminal and Z shell. Hey, I'm back with another video setting up terminal and Z shell. I'm on my GitHub page. This is the repo for this tutorial series. I'll post a link up down below so you have something that you can cut and paste when you're following along. You don't have to type it all out and have some typos here. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's open up terminal. Let's map it to the left and the right. And look at that, rectangles is already paying dividends. Now let's check out our Z shell version. And we can do which Z shell, and this will give us the path. Okay, so I want to install Oh My Zsh, a Z shell framework, kind of supercharges it. Let's go and do that. Okay, and right away it's already made changes to our terminal interface, ls-la. And basically what it does is it installs or it clones their GitHub to right here, Oh My Zsh. Now, first thing I want to do is re-add NVM because NVM is now not working. And basically it replaced our Z shell profile. So what we got to do is go into nano Z shell RC and paste this in to the top. And this is from the NVM website. Now what we need to do is we need to restart, update the changes. We do that, nvm-ash version, and we have NVM back. Okay, now let's go and download this nerd font because we need it for, I don't know why it's called a nerd font. So find font. Yeah, here we go. And it's this one, this MesloLGS. If we go and download these, I'm just going to download them all. Hopefully they all work. Show in Finder. Okay, I'm going to put these in a folder called fonts and name it another folder. Those into there and this into there. And I'm going to drag that into my documents just so I have a place where I always have all my fonts. And what we can do here is open up, and I'll open up in font book, install font, and let's drag the rest of them over here. And they should be all there. And in terminal, system preferences, let's just change this quickly, but we'll probably revisit this in a sec. MesloLGS. And we'll just leave it as that for now. Clear that, and we can close that. Now we have that. Let's install this power level. pwd. Just making sure I'm in my user folder. So that's going to download. And it's going to download into this folder here, Oh My Zsh/custom. That's what this is. Okay, so that's done. Let's install a couple of these plugins, and you can see a list of the plugins from these two websites. But for simplicity's sake, we're just going to install these two. So this is an auto suggestion plugin, and that's going to download it into the custom folder as well. And this one is syntax highlight. Now let's go into nano. And that was our NVM script. We're going to go and update this theme to the power level 10. And I don't know why it's power level 10. They should just have made it over 9,000. Now let's go and enable auto correction, or Control W, and we're going to search for correction. And it's right here. Get rid of that. So we get rid of the hash for the uncomment. And we can also do Control W for plugins equals. And it's right here. And we're going to grab this. and these will add them to the plugins. By default, they add this Git one, and Control X, Y, enter. And to execute that, to update all those changes, we can do this one, like we did with the NVM, or we can do this source one. I'll do the source because we did the other one last time. And this will prompt us to run our configuration for the P10K theme. All you have to do is just run through this. It's pretty straightforward. Do we see a diamond? Yes. So Y, lock Y, the swirly thing, yes. Are these all no overlapping and they're butted together? Yes. I'm going to go lean because I don't really like how these look. But you can choose whatever you want. You can do pure, the rainbow, classic. I'm just going to do lean. And you can rerun this, so if you don't like what you picked in the first place, you can go and rerun it after the fact. Unicode, 256 color. No. I'm going to do one line, compact. I'm going to do many icons this time. Usually I do no icons. Do concise, enable trans prompt. I'm going to say no, verbose, and yes. This is my new theme, clear. And as I type clear, I can now autocomplete these things. If you want to rerun the Power 10 configure, you can just type in this. These are some configurations. If you don't like how this is, sometimes it has such a long path. I just wanted to just show me what directory name I'm in. So you can shorten up the path by doing that, but I'm not going to do that this time. Okay, so last but not the least, let's go and download a terminal theme. You can do that by going here. And on this GitHub, there's a bunch of themes here. So you can just go look. Take a look, there's a bunch of them. It keeps on going forever here, basically. I'm going to do a find for Molokai. Yeah, this is the one I like to download. So I'm going to download this. Okay, so here, I don't know why it saves it with a text file. Let's get rid of that. Oops. So that's just going to open up in text editor. Use terminal. And I'm going to drag that into my documents. So I have it here. Double click on this. It's going to ask me for verification. I'm going to say okay. Okay, so it's over here. Okay, so I have this. Now what I'm going to do here is change the font back to Alesso, that. Change it to 18. In Windows, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff and run a clear. And exit. Okay, let's open up terminal again. Okay, so let's do that, clear. Now, one thing I wanted to do, system preferences. I want to change this color here. Do that by clicking this. And I want the selection to be this color. This one. And I want this to be just a little bit. 90%. Okay. So if I type, if I do an ls, clear, ls-la. Okay, so this is how I want my terminal to look now. And that should be good. That's set to default. Close that. We can close there. And go back here. Yeah, so I use Molokai. And that should be it. So that's everything I wanted to cover in this video. Just a little recap here. We checked our version. We installed Oh My Zsh shell. We fixed our NVM because Oh My Zsh shell replaces it with its own Z shell profile. I don't know why they don't set it up where it just appends it, but you know, as long as we know that that's what we have to do, that's okay. We download this nerd font, MesloLGS. Gives us these little icons here. That's pretty cool. We installed the Power Level 10K theme, installed these two plugins, and if you want to go ahead and look at other plugins, you can go right ahead here. There's a bunch of these plugins already installed. You can take a look at them. Some of the other ones, I think there's like a brew one that you can take a look at. Yeah, there's a brew one you can install. NPM, I think. There's an NPM, NPX, NVM. I think the NVM one is actually deprecated. Yeah, this one seems, I think it's deprecated, so it's not in use anymore. But yeah, if you want to go ahead, check out some of these other plugins if you want. We're only going to install those other two, but if you want to be adventurous, go ahead and do that. Yeah, the plugins, the configuration for Power, the Power 10K theme, and we installed a terminal theme. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover in this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the content so far. If you have any questions or feedback, please leave a comment down below. To stay updated with the latest content from the channel, you can subscribe by clicking right here in the middle.